I'm gonna do like a story time, and I'm gonna tell y'all like my last relationship that I was in and the experience I went through. So I was dating this goofy ass nigga, and it was crazy. Like I was friends with his sister, so like me and her had like a tight bond that like nobody like knew. Like we was sisters. So like it was one my senior, but it's like one day she was coming in from school, and her brother was with her, and I don't know who he was, y'all. Like he was fine, like he was chocolate, he was kind of tall, he had his screws in, he was good. So looks can be deceiving, period. So I asked her, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like who is that? Like I really want to know who that is or whatever. So she tell me like, oh, you know, that's my brother, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's what's up. Like I'm really like, I'm trying to, you know, make that happen. So she put the word in or whatever. We damn near was like each other, but at first we didn't like each other. Like I didn't like him. Like he had a smart mouth, you know, like he would answer the phone, I call him, like he'd be rude as fuck. Like it was just, I don't like him. But after that, we just started hanging out, we started kicking it. Okay, so me and his sister ended up having like a really bad argument because now I would come see him and not her. But the thing is, I told her, like, if you have an issue with me dating your brother, let me know that. And she's like, oh, you know, a couple of my friends dated him. Like, I don't really have a problem. But it just kind of, like, fucked me up in it because it's just like, well, damn, how many friends did date your brother? Like, that's weird. Like, for you to just say that, it was just like, oh, okay. So months go past, you know, we was good. Like, he was coming to my house. You know, I was at his house a lot. Like, it was really, really good. But like I tell y'all, relationships have its ups and downs, but it was red flags in our relationship. And those red flags definitely took a toll of who I am up today, because I don't hold a grudge with him, but I keep my distance from him. I think because I just learned that niggas not shit. But at the end of the day, I think it was God really telling me like he just wasn't shit. So our relationship was very complicated because I was dealing with somebody, my first love, who I loved, who I'm gonna always love. I hate at the same time, but I love him. Me and him was together off for like 11 years. We've been knowing each other since we was like kids. So he was really upset that, you know, I was talking to him, like, you know, but it was like the type of relationship I had with my first love, we were always like just friends. Like, you know, he was in jail for some legal reasons. So that relationship that we had, it was always me just making sure he, you know, he was good. He didn't really have people. He didn't really have friends. You know, he was young, hanging around the wrong crowd, you know. So as he got older, he started realizing like, okay, you know what? I fucked up. I messed up in life. And that's the only reason why I was up for him, because I knew, you know what I'm saying, he needed somebody. So my ex got mad about that, and it led to us having a big old fight because one day he called me and I was on my phone in the room. I was going to talk to my sister in the other room, and my ex picked up my phone and answered and basically told him like, don't call back again, you know, like stop fucking with her. And I really felt some type of way, because it's just like, how fucking dare you answer my phone? Like, that's rude as hell, goofy as fuck. And then too, it's like you didn't even get an ultimatum to even say like, damn, you know what I'm saying, let me not even, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but maybe I should have told babe like, he got her phone. So he coming in my sister's room like, your ex called. So now my sister looking at me like, oh shit, what you gonna do? But I'm looking at myself like, it is what it is, because he gonna find out. Like, but it was nothing going on. Like, I had nothing to hide. You know, he write me letters. It's like, I didn't hide anything from him, but at the same time, it's like, I know how guys are, and they don't feel comfortable with that. Like, they do not like that. So I just didn't want to, like, be kind of like, have everything in the open and just be blunt. Like, I don't care. Like, at least I tried to kind of care about his feelings, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't really see nothing wrong with it. Like, but it's like, my perspective, if he was to do something like that, then it's just like, damn, you know, would I feel some type of way? Like, if his ex was in jail, he was answering the phone, you know, right? Should I be upset? Like, those are the thoughts I did start thinking about. So I ended up cutting my ex off in jail. Like, okay, you know, you're really the problem. But at the same time, I was still like texting and calling him. Well, you know, I couldn't call him, but I was still writing him. So We got into like a big old argument. He found every letter he wrote me and was basically telling me like, you can have him if you want him. Like, you know, you don't have to be in this relationship. And to me, it really like, it didn't really like dawn on me until like that night, because we was fighting. Like, I had a broken arm. Like, we fought a lot. Like, my relationship with my ex was very toxic. It just was too much, and it came to a point where he did make me feel low as a person. Like, he would tell me, like, you know, you wear certain things, it makes you look a different way, like, you need to do this with your body. Like, I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying? And as a woman, it's just certain values, and it's certain things that you have to know as that woman, and it's just certain viewpoints that I play as myself. So I had to tell myself, like, you know what, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no guy to tell you that you're beautiful. You know that, you know. So that was my whole concept of my relationship. Like, I could not have a guy trying to control me. It would never work. Like, I just knew me and him, we wasn't even compatible. We was never compatible, because he felt like, sorry, y'all, I'm knocking shit over, because he felt like, you know, he had to run my relationship, and I wasn't having it. I'm the type of female where I'm loyal. You know, I hold you down, you hold me down. I want to show you off, and I want to give you things that can't nobody else give you. And I feel like at the end of the day, I made him get too comfortable. Make a guy get too comfortable, it's certain things. Now it's certain boundaries that has been broken. So my ex was horrible, because it was just like, I went away to school, and his homie was putting me on game, basically telling me like he was cheating on me. So I'm like, oh damn, you know, like, that's crazy, because now it's just like, now you want to cheat. Like, what you cheating on me for? Like, that's some weak shit. Like, I'm the type of female where I feel like if I did something wrong in my relationship, I want you to come tell me what I did wrong. Like, I want you to explain to me what can I do so we can move forward. Like, I was that type of girlfriend to him, but I made him comfortable. I made my ex comfortable to the point where he felt like he could do whatever he feel. I would be that gullible to go back and be like, it's okay. So he tell me, like, keep my head up or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So my ex calls me, and he's around a girl and some kids, and I'm like, where you at? It's Halloween. He's like, oh, I'm taking my friends and them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing? What you doing? Like, just blunt cut, y'all. Like, bold as hell. And at this time, I'm just like, okay, I noticed this bitch. Like, but I didn't even get out of my character. I played everything cool until I got to Chicago. I'm like, okay. So the next month or whatever, I get to Chicago, you know. And he's like really just acting funny, because I went to his crib. Remind y'all, I'm like, we were damn near like 10 blocks from each other. So you know, I would walk, not scared of anything, but you know, Chicago is definitely a place where it's not really safe. But the way the past was, I was cool. So I came over there. He's like, well, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm here for you. Like, what are you talking about? So he's like, but I need a break, you know, I don't know what I really want right now. Like, you tweaking, she tweaking, you know, and I'm just like, I'm done with it. Like, I was heartbroken. Like, y'all don't know, I walked home, you know, and I was crying my eyes out, because now I'm just like, what did I do? Like, I felt like it was me. Like, did I hurt you? You know, what did I do to you to make you feel like you had to go and cheat on me? What did I say to you to make you feel like you had to hurt me? Like, unacceptable. I don't like that. So I'm like, okay. So a couple months go past, we connect again. Okay. Come home, he's not there. So now I ask his people, like, well, where he's at? You know what I'm saying? And me and his father, like, we have a good bond. Like, I know this is crazy, y'all, but, like, me and his father bond is, like, definitely, like, always gonna be like that, because he was the type of person where even when me and his son through our breakup, he was always there for me. And I don't say that to say, like, I'm trying to keep tabs on my ex. Like, I'm trying to figure out what my ex is doing, because that's why I stopped going to different events, because I told myself, like, if I pop up or if I come, they're going to think I still want him. So I never really went, you know. His father would invite me to functions. I just didn't go. I felt like my presence wasn't needed anymore. You don't want your ex in the same building with your girlfriend. So I'm like, okay. So I let that be known at the door, and I told his father, like, I just stopped dealing with your son altogether, because now I feel like I'm getting played with. Now I feel like you're taking my kindness for weakness, and now I feel like you're not trying to really tell me what's up. Y'all giving me the runaround, and all I'm trying to figure out is where your son at. Like, he would be with her and his father. I would call his father's phone just to look for him, and he's like, oh, he's not here, he's this. Oh, he's not here, he's that. The whole time calling his son You know what I'm saying? Telling his son, like, you need to check in with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wrong of you to be out here doing what you doing, and you got a whole girls in college holding you down, making sure you straight when she come home. So he calls me, like, hey, babe, what's going on? Now I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to really make sure, like, no, nothing comes to play. So after everything that's going on, you know, he's just shocked to, like, see me. Like, now it's like we went from his father checking on me. We went from him calling me. You know, it was days I'm not even answering my phone. He's calling. So I finally go back over there again. I go back. He's like, I don't know what I want. And I'm just hurt at this point because now I'm like, I really feel like you played me. I've been with that. I was with him for like a year. You know, a year and some months. So at this point now, it's like we get almost a year. My feelings are there. You know, I love him. But at the same time, it's like I don't know what to do because I've never been in this type of situation to defend myself correctly. So I'm like, okay, so he's like, I miss you, you know, I want to see you, like, I really want to talk to you, you know what I'm saying, I want to let you know the truth. So I'm like, okay. Next day I go over there. He's not there. I'm like, where's that? Everybody like they don't know, but the whole time I'm knowing he's with her. So he drives up in this car, but it's her car. Y'all, he tells me it's his cousin's car. He tells me it's his boss car. So 2 different lies that you have told me that I know I'm not stupid for. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he pulls up in this white truck or whatever and shit. And he's like, oh, what you doing here? And I'm like, you told me to come. He's like, oh, I'm finna go to the store and be back. Stay here. Kiss me and everything. So I'm like, okay. So his homie that told me he was cheating on me, he's like, I need to go with you because I'm on squares. So he's like, okay, come on. So they riding. My ex hits the side of a house. He's trying to kill his homie. So now I'm like, oh shit, like this is what's going on. Like, you trying to kill your homie because he's telling the truth, or a whole time it's like his homie low-key was fucking with me, like he was liking me, and I wasn't giving him that vibe. I'm dating your friend, so it's like you can't do that. So they get out the car. I'm asking him, is he good? You know, he's really not saying anything. I'm asking his homie, is he good? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So they parked the car back. They put it in front of the house. The car is messed up. Like the whole front is gone. So now at this point, he's like, oh, shit. You know, like, he don't know what to do. Now it's getting this is the time it's getting serious. Okay. So after that or whatever, so now we walk to the store, me, him, his homie, and my friend. Mind you, my friend's there. So we walk to the store because I wanted some blunts. I'm trying to get high. So we walk, and so his homie phone rings. It says it's my ex name, then it has wife on it. So now I'm like, okay. So now it's only getting to me because now it's like, you playing a part too. Like, you have her name saved in your phone as his name plus wife. Like, what the fuck is that about? So my friend put me on game. She like, girl, she just called, and guess what her name is phone is? I'm like, what? She tell me. I'm like, really? So now I'm playing along like, okay, y'all, I get an unknown call on Facebook. So I'm like, who is this? So I'm like, hello? She's like, can I speak to da-da-da? So I'm like, who is this? She like, his wife. No, she said his baby girl. I said, okay. Threw my whole phone, gave it to him, everything. So now he's shocked. Because he don't know what to say. He don't know what to do. He don't know nothing. So now I'm telling him, I'm like, it's fucked up to me that you would do that. Like, it's fucked up to me that this girl on my Facebook. This bitch knew where I lived at, y'all. She knew what school I went to. She know all this. Why she knew this? Because his bitch ass told. So now I'm like, okay. He's shocked. We arguing down the street. The police can pull up. I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to deal with it. Like, you could be with her, do what you want to do. But the whole time he's holding on. He's like, no, Patricia, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be with you. This is where I want to be at. So my emotions in my mind everywhere, y'all. Like, I'm dead ass just hurting. Because somebody that I really cared about and gave my love to is hurting me. He broke my heart. You know, he did things to me that I never thought no man would ever do. So I'm like, okay. So we go back to his house. She pulls up that night. Tells my ex, like, you could go back to her. You know, my ex and his people, they was having a living situation. So it was times where I did let him lay his head there, you know, in my crib. And she brought it up. She brought up, you know, my just personal information that I shared with him. And I'm just like, how does she know this? She sent me videos, sent me pictures of him staying with her, telling me like they didn't have this, they didn't have that. That's why he was living there. He's been with her for 2 months, living in her house, you know, helping her kids. And it was so embarrassing because everybody was outside, even his parents, you know, nobody wanted to get involved, nobody wanted to let me know. But I kind of knew like he was cheating. I kind of knew he was doing these things. But as a woman's intuition, ladies, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We so focused on, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But it's so much going on in this time. Like, you didn't hit a whole house. We didn't walk to the store. She'd have called your phone, called your homie phone, called my phone. And then it's just like, now she popped up, got a friend with her. So his mother's like, no, y'all not going to jump her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about, I wasn't even worried about jumping her. I wasn't worried about nobody jumping me. The only thing I wanted to know was, is if y'all doing whatever y'all doing, do that. I'ma leave. So she said that he went to her house, broke in her house or whatever. So police came to their crib, took him to jail. That night, he called me at like 2 in the morning. He like, call my people and tell them I'm finna go home. I'm like, I'm finna come leave the place. He like, but I want to walk to your crib and talk to you. I said you could talk to me in the morning. So he like, okay. So the next day he comes to my crib, we talking. Now remind y'all, at this time I'm still mad. Like, this is the next day, I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm upset. So much going on. You done got out of jail. Like, I don't know what to do. So he's crying to me, like literally, y'all, in fucking tears, crying. Like, I'm sorry, I never want to hurt you. Like, you're a good person. I know you're a good girl. Like, I know you smart. You got stuff going for you. Like, I never wanted to do shit to hurt you. Like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? And it just put me back in that soft spot. Like, he meant that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will tell you anything, ladies. Like, they'll tell y'all fairy tale fucking dreams. Because I'm telling y'all, I was like, okay. You know, accepting that shit. He's like, let me call her and tell him to pay for her car. Call her, tell her he gonna pay for the car. She like, okay. Y'all not going back to school. Ain't heard from you in months. Calling, you ran y'all calling them because I ain't heard from him. Call him like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I've been busy. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. You know, I'm sorry, babe. It's been a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I just been working to get this money for the car. Whole time still messing with old girl. Why I know that? Because the bitch called me, sending me messages, calling me private. I had to change my number twice. And it's just like, at this point, it was getting too much. Like, it was times where I was at function and she was there. She was sending this talk about me in my face. And it's a time and a place for everything. So it was like, I never got disrespectful to her until she told me she took what I had and I could come out and get him. First of all, let me tell you, anytime a female argue with y'all, the favorite line they want to say is, oh, well, I took your nigga. Whole gender of the story, if you took my nigga, why he still on my inbox? This man was still texting me y'all a year after. Call my phone and everything. Oh, I miss you. Are you single? I want to get back with you. And it's just like, how you gonna tell me you took some from me, but he back? If you took her from me, he wasn't mine from the beginning with, period. So at this point, I'm telling him, I'm like, you know what? I'm just good. You know, I don't want to go back there with him. I didn't want to have nothing to do with him. I just felt like at the end of the day, what he had going on was what he had going on. And what I had going on was what I had going on. So it never, like, dwelled on me to, like, really get in depth with him. But I just tell him, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good where I'm at with you. Like, he just crossed too many lines for me. So he's like, okay. So it was, like, one function I went to, his people called. It was his mother's birthday. She's like, oh, Patricia, you know, I'm having some miles for my birthday. I want you to come. Now, me and his mother relationship was never good. Why? Because that was her friend. He was cheating on me with his mother's friend. So at this point, I'm like, okay, put my pride aside. I go, he's there. I'm telling him, I'm like, you know what? Because we were sitting at the table, we were smoking. And I'm telling him, I'm like, I have no animosity against you. Like, I have nothing to say. You know, like, I was numbed. I was hurt. I was heartbroken. I was questioning myself. I was questioning who I was as a person. But I always told myself, sometimes people don't know how to love you. And sometimes it's okay to love somebody from a distance. So I told him, like, I'm going to always love him. And I'm going to always respect him. But I don't never want to go back to that place with him because I felt like he did not know how to love me and he didn't know how to deal with me. I think I was too woman enough for him, if that makes sense, or I was too, I'm not even going to say educated, but I was too, I don't really know the word to say it, but I know I was just very, like, about me, and I was low-key, and I was always just, you know, making my moves silent. where he felt like he had to brag and do things and show stuff off. Like, he was a flashy type of nigga. But it's just like, my nigga, you ain't even got it like that. And to be flashy. And it's like, I don't want to be one of those type of girls where, you know, like, yo nigga don't really got it. So, you know, like, you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand or do things like, you know what I'm saying, to really see what's up. But it was just, I was just telling him, like, you know what I'm saying, stop trying to make it seem like you got all this shit when you know you don't. So, after we had our conversation, he was cool. He was like, okay. So, y'all, his people smiling like, oh, y'all miss each other, like, the chemistry is still there. And it's just like, at the same time, it was good to see him. But he crossed a lot of, you know, exes with me. Like, I took a L. And I can admit that. Like, I took a L for that. And I'm not going to sit there and say, like, I was hurt. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you going to do somebody like that who you claim you love. Like, you going to hurt somebody like that. Like, I didn't cheat on him. He cheated on me. So he tells me, like, the reason why I cheated on you is because my homie told me that y'all had sex, which y'all, right hand, so God, never did nothing with that boy. Didn't have sex with that boy, didn't do nothing. But whole time, it's just like, a nigga gonna do what they want to do. And I'm telling him, I'm like, you cheated on me because you wanted somebody to take care of you. You wanted somebody to value flashy things. You wanted somebody to, you know what I'm saying, give you money. I'm the type of person, I don't got to do that. You a grown-ass man. I'm not going to take care of you. I'm not your mama. Get your ass up. Go get a job. Do what you got to do. And I was the type of girlfriend where I was helping him, y'all. Like, I was helping him find jobs. I was doing applications for him. I was staying up late from classes. Like, I didn't really have friends. I wasn't trying to be socialized. I was only focused on him. And it got to a point when I tell myself, like, God, I block your blessings if you blocking out other people because of him. And when I finally left him, I had blessings. I had job opportunities. I had scholarships for college. I had nice older. That's just keep it 100. I love older men. Not saying like I need a sugar daddy, but older men is very more mature. I had very, you know, more guys. But I fell in love who I fell in love with, and it wasn't my ex. It was somebody that I've recently been, you know, knowing for a minute, and I fell in love with him. And it just showed me, like, every nigga is different. And at the same time, it comes to play, like, what do you want out of your relationship? I wanted us to, honestly, I was willing to actually get that boy another benefit of the doubt, a chance. I was willing to go back, work on some shit, you know, explain to him, you gotta earn some stuff back. I was willing to do that. Why? Because I seen something in him. And let me tell y'all something. Our relationship was never perfect. And I'm not saying it to say, like, oh, he was beating me, like, we were fighting all the time. No, it was never that. But it just come and play, like, he was very controlling, you know what I'm saying? And y'all probably thinking, like, Patricia, well, then why you want to be with somebody like that? But my whole thing is, our vibe and the way we talk about different goals and different things, I liked that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, like, he didn't have his shit together, but we were actually getting some shit together, and he felt like he had to go a different route. And when you feel like you got to go a different route with people, sometimes it's okay to just be like, it's not me, it's you. And it was never me. Like, I don't ever to this day feel like our relationship was because of me. It was because he didn't know how to love me. And I had to learn that in my relationship. Like, you know what? He don't know how to love me because he never got that type of love because he felt like he had to do people wrong to get love. You can't do people wrong and expect people to love you. You can't do shit like that. Nobody wants to go through shit like that. So to say that as, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, and you got to make sure you happy. Because at the same time, it was like I was so focused on trying to fight her, trying to argue with her, that I wasn't being a woman to be like, you know what, walk away. You don't need him. Walk the fuck away. Keep your head high. Take that L and keep it moving and get in that bag. And you know what I did? Got in that, got my ass up, got in my bag, doing what I'm doing, and where he at, still struggling. Karma. You hear me? Karma. Karma is definitely what got him who he is. And I'm telling y'all, to this day, this man still will find a way to contact me. And I say that to say, at the end of the day, if she was doing what she was supposed to as a girlfriend, he definitely wouldn't be on my own. And I'm not saying, like, I'm a cocky, you know, female. Like, I'm all this, I'm all that. I'm not saying all that. What I'm saying is, there's certain standards that you got to have with somebody. And I feel like, and I told his family, I said, at the end of the day, the only thing I wanted to work on was the relationship I had with his sister, because that was important to me. Me and her have been friends for over 11 years. She just lost her best friend. I'm mad I really couldn't reach out to her. Like, I don't have my Facebook, you know, and I don't have no other way to contact her, but I still check in on them because I know what she's going through personally, and it sucks. And it's sad, and her heart is broken. You know, she lost a friend. So through all this that's going on, I had to reevaluate and get some stuff personal with me. So I fell back from them. Not saying like they was the problem, but that's their son. You know, that's her brother. And they're going to ride for him. And I feel like at the end of the day, I had to ride for me. So I did what I had to do. And at the end of the day, me and a girl, we not friends. We don't talk. We don't associate. We don't nothing. And she disrespects me still. When she hears my name, or if she ever see me, you know, she just felt like she just got something smart to say. Now, the situation when I pulled up on her and told her what's up, she wasn't trying to see what's up. It was all this talking. I don't want to talk. We can do all that later. The reason why I was trying to get physical with her, because she crossed the line with me. My whole thing was, you know about me, but I didn't know about you. We were good. Even if we weren't good, we had some stuff going on. You felt like you had to come in place, do what you had to do, and take him. But if you going to take him while he coming back, sis, don't do that. Keep the same energy. And that's all I was telling her. Like, I wasn't going to fight her because she took him from me. I was fighting her, and I was getting out of character because she disrespected me. But you know what? When I did that, I took a step back and I said, you know what? I apologize. And she was shocked, and she was just like, well, and I said, I apologize because you don't know how to handle a situation being grown. She was 30. I'm 22. He's 23. So my whole thing is, you're dealing with somebody who using you and your children for money. You're dealing with somebody who don't really love you. You're dealing with somebody that need a place to stay. And at the end of the day, he's cheating on you. So whatever you allow a man to do, that's what he's gonna fucking do. And the difference between me and her, I didn't allow it, and she does. And that's why she gets treated the way she does, and I told her that. At the end of the day, me and her never had no beef. And I told her, like, I don't have beef with you, but you're not gonna disrespect me. That's something she's never gonna do. I don't care we in public or not. Don't disrespect me. And that's the reason why I told myself, like, I don't never want to date nobody like that. I don't never want to, you know, run into nobody like that, because he don't know how to love nobody. And he really need to get his shit together, because when God sees stuff like that, bad things happen. And I'm not saying it like, you know, stuff's going to happen to him, but he has had horrible things happen in his life right now, currently, that he definitely needs to fix. And it's sad, because when you're dealing with somebody who don't give a fuck about what you got going on, but only give a fuck about them, they're going to do shit for attention. Not saying like he does shit for attention, but at the same time, he want people to feel sorry for him. Nobody will feel sorry for you in your actions. So I just feel like he had to get his shit together. And I hope he's doing good. I hope he's getting his shit together. I hope, you know, him and his girl's good, but it was no energy and it was no negativity this way. It's just, don't try to play me and don't try to make it seem like I wasn't somebody that you was laid up with, kicking it with, vibing with, crying to, telling personal business to, and love. Do I think he loved me? No. I think he liked me, but I don't think he loved me. But honestly, I was in love with him more than he was in love with me, because I was willing to do certain things to fix what I had to do. Cutting off people, cutting off friends, that shit gets draining. So what I'm saying to say, Dollz, is that at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you, and you gotta know, like, it's nothing wrong with you. Niggas don't know how to love. They don't know how to be just up front. If he would have just been up front and been like, you know what, Trisha, I fuck with you, I like you, but I'm a hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My whole thing is, I gotta find on social media, phone, text messages. I'm not gonna do all that. And I told him, like, we grown. You should not want to check my phone. You should not want to know what I'm doing. You should, none of that. Because at the end of the day, I'm not checking your shit. I'm not seeing what you doing. I'm not doing none of that. But we don't have trust. What we got? Our relationship was not based off shit, but controlling, arguments, yelling, good times, bad times. But he felt like his bad supposed to outweigh his good. No, baby, your good outweigh your bad. And so I say that to say, at the end of the day, I bossed up. I did what I had to do. I leveled up. He couldn't do what he had to do, and he in the predicament he in. So it sucks, but at the same time, you got to do what's best for you. And at the end of the day, do what you gotta do. You know, do what you gotta do. So I just wanted to tell y'all my little story. That y'all love with some stuff. I'm telling y'all, I got more videos coming soon. So subscribe, like, comment, let me know what's up. Send me those videos. Send me those topics and videos, what you want me to talk about, whatever you feel you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm gonna do more story time. So goddamn.